Hello aspirants, welcome to our channel Disc Civil Services in Detail, guiding aspirants to become officers. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic for all your competitive exams, which was repeatedly asked in your previous prelims and mains and having high chances of appearing in your upcoming competitive exams too. It's a very sensitive, controversial as well as very tough topic to discuss. Anti-rape laws in India. Here in this particular session we are going to discuss about the evolution of different laws which are there and what are the other forms of violence which women is facing other than rape, and what the constitution is saying. What about the different versions of different sections of the society, as well as we are discussing different forms, legal reforms, and what are the changes in societal behavior we need so that these kind of heinous crimes can be controlled. Let's see in detail. So the reason for choosing this topic is recently our Honorable Chief Justice of India P.R. Kavai Garu has highlighted the India's evolving legal reforms that aimed at better protecting sexual assault survivors and redefining consent. Day before yesterday, we have done Hindu analysis. In that particular session we have discussed about POXO. So now again here today we are discussing about anti-rape laws. Is the rape one form of violence which women is facing since ages, and what are the other forms of violences which women are facing? So the gist of the article is Chief Justice said troubling judgment in Tukaram versus State of Maharashtra in 1979 became a turning point as the verdict brought the nation together in protest and the legal system had failed to protect the dignity of the very person. So it was meant to safeguard, which was meant to safeguard the rights and safety and security of the victim, as well as the September 1979 letter by four people which clearly mentioned the differences both in laws and common sense between submission and consent, which again questioned this Supreme Court verdict. So, the brutal gang rape and the fatal assault of 22-year-old physiotherapy intern, that is in 2012, the Nirbhaya case, which again brought the nation rise in protest as well as demanded strict laws and rules. Here in these sessions we are going to discuss what happened from 1970s to 2025. So here we are discussing about evolution of laws, as well as what are the different forms of violences women is facing from the birth, not even the birth, from womb to death. So woman, what she is suffering when she was in her mother's womb till to the tomb she getting into the burial ground. So what are the different stages in life and how she is suffering in different kinds of assaults and crimes, how she is fighting. So what constitution is saying, what the what the acts, rights and different verdicts given by the Supreme Court, how it is helping or protecting her dignity and modesty, we will be discussing in detail. First we will discuss about little bit of background. So laws in India mainly for protection and security and safety of the people. It's gender neutral. So recently in recent statement the Bharata Nyaya Samhita BNS and BNSS clearly mentioned the rules and regulations especially which are relating to these offenses, sexual offenses along with POXO are gender neutral. It's not gender specific. And what are the other different kinds of laws and rules and regulations? See, forms of violences, there is no exception, any gender at any age. When we were discussing about POXO, I clearly mentioned about the forget about minor boy or girl, even minor transgender is the one who faces worse vulnerabilities. So, what about him or he? Sorry, she. Here, if you see, when the life starts, when the life begins, the woman faces different kinds of situations throughout her life. Like when she is in womb, she faces, if possible, I'll write only shortcuts because time constraint. If I write the complete forms and everything, it will take extra some more time. So you just try to develop the habit of writing running notes in my classes because I give lots of inputs and analysis. So while in womb, she faces infanticide, again female infanticides or female feticides. and once she born, she started facing that male child चाहिए, लड़की हुई है, लड़का होने से वारस होगा. From there the discrimination starts. Slowly she is growing up, started facing this child abuse and child labor, as well as relatives, cousins, close cousins, cross brothers. These are the first one who started abusing both physical, mental, and other than that, when she enters into schools and colleges and friends, they starts the POXO and POS acts are there because of that behavior. So I'm not going into the very depth details. And then once she get into the marriage and the husband completely gets the rights over her and her body and her life, and then the concepts of dowry, dowry deaths, domestic violence, marital rape, and most importantly prostitution is the another heinous crime where most of the husbands sell their wives for trafficking, for prostitution, for surrogacy, for organ trafficking, and honor killings are just like next level of these vulnerable and worst unexpected situations when she is into adultery and when she starts lacking someone. The very first thing parents think of either usko maar do ya isko maar do. They starts the concept of honor killings. We were discussing about these honor killings too. Finally, different forms of what it's called different levels of different forms of violence she faces throughout her life. मतलब इतना वायलेंस फेस करती है, इसलिए एवरी टाइम कोई आता है, बताता है इसके लिए फाइट करो, इसके लिए फाइट करो. some good people comes forward and start focusing on this child marriage, no child labor, no child के कुछ rights हैं, पोक्सो जैसे कि सपोर्ट करता है एंड सेव्स these minors from sexual assaults and sexual violences and harassment. Similarly, POSH is the one which saves women from the harassment at workplaces. मैं बहुत सोच समझ के कॉन्सेप्ट को समझा रही हूँ. हियर वी आर डूइंग ए मल्टी डायमेंशनल अप्रोच, 360 डिग्रीज अप्रोच ऑफ डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ वायलेंसेस faced by women, safety and security and rules, regulations, acts and her rights, and what especially constitution in India is providing them the legal support system. So finally comprehensive legal reforms क्या हैं, how it can be tackled. Is it only because of the legal reforms, only rules and regulations? No, changes in societal behavior is also very much important, because when some victims comes onto road and says she's got this kind of uh, what it's called she faced this situation, instead of supporting her and making her uh, feel so strong to fight against that injustice, we start questioning about her character. She is habituated to that. See her dressing sense, see her behavior, see she utilized her freedom and she misused her opportunities. That's the reason लड़की ऐसी रहेगी तो लड़का ऐसा करेगा ही ना. These kind of statements obviously patriarchal society है, Indian society में बहुत ज़्यादा important होता है support करने से ज़्यादा. मतलब instead of supporting or giving courage, we criticize and make them bring down. As well as when it's coming to the marriage system, we are again in the still eras of मतलब 90s 40s 50s में ही रह गए हैं, where the husband patriarchal system of जो mindset रहता है कि husband का पूरा हक है, नहीं ना बोलने, उसके सामने ना बोलने का मतलब ही नहीं है. So whether it's marital rape, whether it's a domestic violence, whether it's a forceful intercourse without her consent, no matter what, still that's the reason it is didn't criminalized. And ऊपर से क्या बोलते हैं, if she is 18 years and above, there's no meaning or no the word in marital rape. Husband have all rights and she is matured enough to tackle both physically and mentally, and she has to be ready. But do you know marital rape is such a vast crime other than these rapes, because the woman faces this huge violence throughout the years, and because of that she gives birth to low weight babies. मतलब वहाँ जो आप बात कर रहे हैं infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, SDGs का जो बात कर रहे हैं वो आप अचीव नहीं कर पाते हो. As well as she is the one who passes through this depression, anxiety and different kinds of violences again she faces by the relatives of this husband. वो तो कैसे भी torture करता है उसके साथ साथ. See here I'm not टॉकिंग फ्रॉम फेमिनिस्ट और मेल एगोनिस्ट और नथिंग, वैसे कुछ नहीं है. बीइंग ए मेंटर टॉपिक न्यूज में है, उसको आपको एग्जाम के लिए कैसे समझाना है, इंटरव्यू में क्वेश्चंस कैसे आएंगे, प्रीलिम्स में कैसे आएंगे, मेंस में कैसे आएंगे, तो आपको कैसे तैयार रहना है टॉपिक के साथ और आंसर कैसे कॉन्फिडेंटली बताना है। इट्स सच ए वेरी सेंसिटिव एज वेल एज कॉन्ट्रोवर्शियल टॉपिक है, तो आपको किस तरह समझाना पड़ेगा वेरी बैलेंस्ड अप्रोच में, वो आपको मैं सिखा रही हूँ बस। तो हियर अगेन मैरिटल रेप नॉट criminalized and because of that repercussions ज्यादा हैं, रेप से ज्यादा, मतलब ये रेप is such an heinous crime which is giving lots of trauma, depression, even sometimes the victims get into the vegetative state. Marital rape is one such another level of heinous crime which she has to face throughout the life, and there is no chance of raising her voice because मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी बताया है, कल्चर सोसाइटी ऐसा उसको तैयार करके रखता है कि हस्बैंड को नाम नहीं बोल सकते हो, और ये आपका जिम्मेदारी है कि हस्बैंड को खुश रखो। मर्द ही सब कुछ होता है, और उसको बॉय चाइल्ड चाहिए तो आपको देना ही है। यू कैन नॉट से टू नो, एंड देर आर मेनी इंस्टेंसेस वेयर दिस वुमेन वर सोल्ड टू प्रोस्टिट्यूशन हाउसेस इवन आफ्टर सम टाइम, मतलब he keep on marrying those girls and he keep on doing the trafficking. No one even thinks what happened, बोल देते कहीं चले गई, कुछ हो गई है। So we have seen, मैं वही बोलती हूँ, in the era of drums, in the era of cooker, in the era of these injections and all these things. See, no woman, no man, no gender is safe, as well as anyone can be victimized. So it's बेसिक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ नॉट ओनली द गवर्नमेंट, सिटीजनशिप का जो मतलब सिटीजन्स का जो बिहेवियर, सोसाइटल बिहेवियर होता है, वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है। बचपन से ये सिखाना चाहिए, कैंपेन्स कंडक्ट करना चाहिए, एंड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली मेक देम थिंक फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ह्यूमैनिटी, मतलब ह्यूमन हो, वो ह्यूमैनिटी ज़्यादा दिमाग में रहना चाहिए। ऑफ कोर्स देर आर मेनी अदर रीजंस, एनसीआर भी क्या बोलता है, मोर नंबर ऑफ मैन आर देर rather than women, and this मतलब ये वायलेंस करने का, ये जो सेक्सुअल हैरासमेंट्स और वायलेंस होता है बिकॉज ऑफ द बिहेवियरल चेंजेस इन द सोसाइटी एंड इन द बॉडी एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द हार्मोनल imbalances and all these things. But do you really think that kind of what is called excuses are acceptable? We are not living in forest. वो जमाना चले गया है कि जब हम वो क्या बोलते हैं, फॉरेस्ट में रह के जानवरों की तरह नहीं जी रहे। वी आर लिविंग इन द सोसाइटी विद ए परफेक्ट पिक्चर, विद ए कंप्लीट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, डेमोक्रेसी का बात चलता है, गवर्नेंस का बात चलता है, लीगल सिस्टम का बात चलता है, पुलिस है, डिपार्टमेंट है। तो देखो इतना सारा रहने के बाद भी दिस काइंड ऑफ इंसिडेंट्स हैपेंस अगेन बिकॉज ऑफ लॉट्स ऑफ लूप होल्स एंड लैप्सेस। द वेरी policemen whom we are treating as a gods and saviors, here in this Mathura case they are the one who are the perpetrators. So here it completely, it has to be changed from the very roots and dimensions of the mindset itself. So forget about marital rape, जो अदर फॉर्म्स ऑफ होते हैं, जैसे कि ट्रैफिकिंग, जैसे कि प्रोस्टिट्यूशन, जैसे कि ऑर्गन ट्रैफिकिंग, जैसे कि सोरोगेसी। सो व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ लीगल फ्रेमवर्क्स एंड रेगुलेशंस गिवन बाय our कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन टू सेफगार्ड दीज राइट्स, स्पेशली वुमेन। एक बार देखेंगे, ये आर्टिकल अभी न्यूज में है बिकॉज ऑफ बी आर गवाई स्टेटमेंट्स। व्हाट इज गिवन इन दिस पर्टिकुलर आर्टिकल वो थोड़ा देखेंगे हम। यहाँ थोड़ा बेसिक्स ऑफ rapes and types and laws and what is the basic background, consequences, challenges, सब कुछ बताएंगे। So 46 years after the Supreme Court acquitted two policemen, ये क्या हुआ था जब 1974 में एक इंसिडेंट के लिए, this was an incident happened in Mathura, so Maharashtra. So she is a teenage girl belonging to tribal area and without मतलब कैसे बताऊं, he said a moment of institutional embarrassment that case was because the judgment reflected a deeply regressive and patriarchal understanding of consent, effectively denying social construct of power, coercion, vulnerability in which sexual violence often occurs. These statements you have to directly copy paste in your answer when you are writing something related to polity, governance, rights, safety, empowerment, women, and something related to judiciary. सो फाइनली चीफ जस्टिस ने क्या बोला, तुकाराम वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र जो 1970 में 79 में हुआ था, दैट बिकेम ए टर्निंग पॉइंट एज द वर्डिक्ट ब्रॉट द नेशन टुगेदर इन प्रोटेस्ट। उसके बाद में अगेन थोड़ा मतलब ये कस्टोडियल रेप्स, कस्टोडियल पनिशमेंट, ये सब कुछ ज्यादा न्यूज में आने लगे एंड डिफरेंट स्ट्रिक्ट रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस केम इनटू न्यूज। वी ऑलवेज स्टडीड अबाउट कस्टोडियल डेथ्स, वी नेवर डिस्कस्ड अबाउट कस्टोडियल रेप्स टिल नाउ इन आवर क्लासेस मैंने ये टॉपिक नहीं बताया था, लेकिन दिस इज द अनदर हीनियस क्राइम विच वाज द वेरी बिगनिंग ऑफ द, मतलब इंडिया में एंटी रेप रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस और लॉ जो फ्रेमवर्क शुरू होने का, दिस इज द मेजर रीजन. So how the very person who is meant to safeguard women's rights, he is the one who committed the crime. Then this was forced the parliament to address the lapses in criminal law, and then a series of criminal law amendments happened then since 1983, and finally in BNS 2023. मतलब ये list of events क्या हुए थे, how it taken root, ये सब कुछ मैं आपको एक बार फिर से बताऊंगी. So 1979 judgment में क्या हुआ था, a tribal girl teenage from, she is something around 14 to 16 years of age and she is an orphan, and these people went to police station for some work, and everyone was sent back to their home except this girl was kept there, and constable and policeman, two men, uh, did this custodial rape, and then on March 1972 this happened in Mathura. So famously it is called as Madhura rape case. And these two policemen, after doing that, when this rape survivor was called a shocking liar, whose testimony is riddled with falsehood and improbabilities, the came that, मतलब ट्रायल कोर्ट में यही बोला गया था, एंड कंक्लूजन बोल दिया था कि शी हैड सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स while at the police station, but rape had not been proved, and that she was habituated to sexual intercourse. That's the reason she didn't resist it and she submitted herself. Here the question, is submission equivalent to consent? Is consent involves submission? What about the resistance? एक 14 to 16 years की बच्ची जो 1972 1974 एरा में, ब्रिटिश कॉलोनियल एरा में जब हम थे, तभी तभी थोड़ा डेवलपमेंट और डेमोक्रेसी और लीगल फ्रेमवर्क देख रहे थे, और हु बिलोंग्स टू ट्राइबल सोसाइटी, डू यू रियली एक्सपेक्ट टू रिवोल्ट बैक टू सच काइंड ऑफ people who are in power in the police station, in their judiciary, मतलब sorry, in their jurisdiction? Then the High Court ने, Bombay High Court ने क्या बोला? No, it overturned the sessions judges findings and concluded that teenager was subjected to forcible sexual intercourse amounting to rape. And the High Court even said that so-called consent to any act was only passive submission by a helpless victim, because she is a so small child to react back. And the persons who are in authority, who advances, and as well as they clearly said the alleged intercourse was a peaceful affair नहीं है, and it was not happened because of her consent. लेकिन जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला था पिटिशनर्स को सपोर्ट करते हुए, दिस पुलिसमैन को सपोर्ट करते हुए कि नो नो, दिस वाज पीसफुल अफेयर एंड शी इज हैबिटुएटेड बिकॉज देयर वर नो मार्क्स ऑफ इंजुरी ऑन हर पर्सन बॉडी. Just see the level of failure. That's why B.R. Gavai said this is the remarkable and institutional failure and embarrassment. So ये होने के बाद, मतलब देखिए, पहले ट्रायल कोर्ट ने बोला दिस वाज, मतलब हैपेंड बिकॉज ऑफ हर कंसेंट. बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट ने बोला नहीं, दिस पोलिसमैन यूटिलाइज्ड देयर पावर एंड मिसयूज्ड देयर पावर एंड दे डिड कमिटेड दिस हीनियस क्राइम. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आके बोला नहीं, ये पीसफुली हुआ है बिकॉज देयर इज नो मार्क्स ऑफ एनी काइंड ऑफ इंजुरीज ऑन हर बॉडी. देन द 4 people, मतलब ये वहां तक किस्सा खत्म हो जाता था, लेकिन 4 people 1979 में what they did, उपेंद्र बख्शी, वसुधा धगामकर and Raghunath Khelkar, Lokita Sarkar pointed out to the judges of the clear difference both in law and common sense. Consent क्या होता है, submission क्या होता है, and converse is not necessarily true, nor is absence of resistance necessarily means or indication of giving sign that yes, I am ready to whatever you want to. And they argued that this letter pointed out that there was not a single word in the judgment, मतलब very act of calling a teenage girl and detaining her at the police station is gross violation of the law. मतलब आपको बुलाए हो, उसको रात के समय में वहां रखे हो, वही पहली बहुत बड़ी गलती है. Nor there was a single word in the judgment condemning the use of police station as the theater of rape or submission to sexual intercourse. उसने हाँ किया, मना किया, वो अलग बात है, लेकिन वहां आपने जो काम किया वही गलत है. How can you utilize the place for such kind of crime? And the court gave no consideration whatsoever to the socio-economic status. That's what I mentioned. So the lack of knowledge of legal rights, the age of the victim, lack of access to legal services, and the fear complex which haunts the poor and exploited in Indian police stations. मतलब हमने बहुत सारे मूवीज में भी देखे हैं, जैसे कि जय भीम हो या अदर मूवीज. We have seen this, the police who are in power, sorry, the people who are victims and the police are who are in power most of the times misuse their powers, and how they exploit the Indian police stations, and how they do these commit crimes. So instead of focusing on all these points, you directly said that she is the reason and she didn't have carrying that mark, so she might have committed बोल के. आप एक काम करो, एक बार अपने जुरिस्डिक्शन से बाहर आके ये ट्राइबल विलेजेस में और प्लेसेस में एक बार जस्ट विजिट, wearing the visage of poverty, and understand the situations and their vulnerabilities, then you expect her to raise her voice. So इस लेटर के बाद में there was a huge public furor protest, and वहां से 1983 criminal law act आ गया था, which is saying as per section 376 of IPC, that is Indian Penal Code. तब तो Indian Penal Code था, अभी भारत न्याय संहिता हुआ है. And this amended, and then it started custodial rape cases from the rape survivor to the accused if the fact of sexual intercourse was established. मतलब वहां से आया था कि custodial rape is also having that, मतलब ये जो rape cases को जैसे handle करते हैं इसको भी वैसे ही handle करके punish किया जाए. वहां से आया था विशाखा guidelines which is talking about sexual harassment at the workplace. Again it was happened because of the public interest petition which filed after the gang rape of Bhanwari Devi. She's a Kumhar woman, and she's a nurse midwife, and she raised her voice as part of her job against the child marriage, especially in upper caste families. मैंने वही बताया था, नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स हो या नॉर्थर्न स्टेट्स हो, you see lots of numbers of child marriages, honor killings, and when you raise your voice against them, the first thing you face is this, मतलब death, सीधा मतलब either gang rape or death. These are the cases which we have seen since long time in newspapers, and NCRP reports also saying the same. सो अपर कैस्ट फैमिलीज में चाइल्ड मैरिज को रोकने की वॉइस राइज करने की वजह से शी वाज ब्रूटली गैंग रेप्ड, एंड देन केम द विशाखा गाइडलाइंस व्हिच इज नोन एज कंट्रोलिंग और टॉकिंग अबाउट द वर्कप्लेस हैरेसमेंट को, पॉश, दैट इज नोन एज पॉश. देन द दिल्ली इंसिडेंट व्हिच वाज सो मतलब ब्रूटल गैंग रेप एंड फाटल असल्ट ऑफ, मैंने पोक्सो बताते वक्त भी बताया था, माइनर हु कमिटेड एंड बिकॉज ऑफ विच शी suffered a lot, matlab that was so heinous, not even able to explain that. Then 2013 Indian criminal, मतलब criminal law amendment act है 2013 का आया था, and again crafted on the recommendations of Justice JS Verma committee, who introduced many provisions to punish the police officers who do not record an FIR in sexual violence cases against women, or the hospitals which do not provide free care to sexual assault victims. As well as 2000 amendment broadened the definition of rape. मतलब वो इंसिडेंट इसलिए broaden किए थे, मतलब you include acts other than forcible sexual intercourse, because he is the one who utilized the metal rod, and because of which she completely lost her life. So most importantly, it clarified that silence or a feeble no by a woman cannot be translated as a yes, as well as you cannot say the age of consent is acceptable, and they increased the age of consent from 16 to 18 years. So these are the different kinds of changes and broader recommendations done and bring into rule. Finally, amendments awarded death penalty to repeat offenders or if rape led to the death or persistent vegetative state of the victim. हम जब बात कर रहे थे एनेस्थीसिया और पैसिव euthanasia के बारे में, we were discussing about this lady who faced these situations, and Aruna Shanbag, and she was in vegetative state for more than 30 years because of this kind of heinous crime by her colleague. So you can include that point and that case also here. And then Unnao Katwa rape case 2017-18 compelled the parliament to usher in further amendments. See how many states have passed these rules stringently. मतलब parliament 2012 के बाद में thrice these laws were amended, but still these cases are high. उन्नाव में जब former BJP MLA Kuldeep Singh Senghar was convicted for the kidnap and rape of a minor girl, and Katwa, which is very heinous crime, which was a minor girl, was gap raped. The Criminal Law Amendment Act of 2018 provided death penalty फाइनली वो क्या हुआ था, बिलो 12 ईयर्स ऑफ एज को जो है उनको भी मतलब पेनाल्टी देना ही पड़ेगा। एंड फाइनली दे स्टार्टेड दिस टू 12 ईयर्स, 20 ईयर्स, 16 ईयर्स इंप्रूवमेंट्स, ये सब कुछ हो गया। क्रिमिनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 2023 फाइनली क्या बोल रहा है, दिस इज द मेजर हाईलाइट ऑफ दिस आर्टिकल, जेंडर न्यूट्रल। Even we were discussing about gender neutral and consent words when we were discussing yesterday POCSO. So finally it is saying sexual offences against women and children general neutral for both the victims and the perpetrators. It uniformly made gang rape of a woman aged below 18 years punishable with death or life imprisonment. इसको ऐसे रखो। अभी मैं थोड़ा आपको बैकग्राउंड वर्क दूंगी, बताइए, क्योंकि I have framed posted few mains relevant questions in our official Telegram channel. Try to answer that, because whatever we are providing here, the information that is more than enough to go through, and you can talk about this later. So rape, इसका definition लिखोगे, then you will talk about फोर्सबल एक्टिविटी, इंटरकोर्स, मतलब इसका थोड़ा ब्रॉडर मीनिंग आ गया है, वो एक बार देख लोगे। इट इज अगेन टाइप्स ऑफ एग्रीगेटेड है, एंड रेप एंड मर्डर इज वन टाइप, गैंग रेप इज वन टाइप, मैरिटल रेप इज वन टाइप। ये मैरिटल रेप का यहाँ देखेंगे। सो नियरली 30% ऑफ women face this in their lifetime. Again it is the report given by national family and health survey का report दिया गया है। यूके, कनाडा, Australia, Bhutan are the nation who criminalized marital rape, and Article 14, 21, even the articles which relevant to मतलब DPSP फंडामेंटल राइट्स, आप और थोड़ा ब्रॉडर अप्रोच में डाल के और थोड़ा भी एक्ट्स और आर्टिकल्स इंक्लूड कर सकते हो। सो वेरी राइट टू लाइफ, वेरी राइट टू लाइफ विद लिव विद डिग्निटी, सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी, एंड लिविंग इन ए पीसफुल एटमॉस्फेयर एनवायरनमेंट, ये सब भी थोड़ा आप ऐड करके बता सकते हो। एंड फाइनली यू कैन इवन ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट द केसेस रेलिवेंट टू, जैसे कि नंदिनी सतपथी केस है 1978, एंड दिस मधुरा केस विच हैपेंड इन 1972 to 1979, वो भी बात कर सकते हो। देन यू विल टॉक अबाउट भनवारी देवी केस विच आई मेंशन्ड, एंड देन these Vishaka guidelines came. Vishaka guidelines always high probable है, इसको please make sure you have to go through and you have to be very thorough with this particular guidelines. So 1992 to 97 में क्या हुआ? Then came this Nirbhaya Act because of the Delhi incident 2012 में होने के बाद 2013 में आया था निर्भया एक्ट। देन उन्नाव और खतवा के जो रेप केसेस हुए थे उसके बाद में आया था क्रिमिनल एक्ट 2018, ये हुआ था 13, तो ये हुआ था 18। अभी 2025 में फाइनली व्हाट दे आर सेइंग, BNS और BNSS, ये ऑफेंसेस जो कमिट करते हैं, इट्स अ जेंडर न्यूट्रल फॉर बोथ विक्टिम्स एंड परपेट्रेटर्स बोला है। इसमें देखिए ये क्रिमिनलाइज करने के लिए मैरिटल रेप में देर आर प्रोस एंड कॉन्स, यहाँ चैलेंजेस भी हैं, बिकॉज नियरली 8% ऑफ द केसेस एज पर NCRB, नियरली 8% ऑफ द रेप केसेस विच आर filed are false, मतलब it can be utilized as a weapon or tool to target the innocents also, even when it is coming to marital rape। when we were discussing about domestic violence or 498A को जितना प्रॉपरली यूटिलाइज करके वायलेंस को कंट्रोल किया गया था, उतना ही इनोसेंट मेन को इन्वॉल्व करके इट वाज यूटिलाइज्ड एज ए वेपन टू टारगेट द इनोसेंट हस्बैंड्स टू। सो अगेन इफ यू क्रिमिनलाइज मैरिटल रेप, देयर आर मोर प्रोस एंड मतलब प्रोस कॉन्स हर जगह होते हैं। सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी कॉशियस वाइल फ्रेमिंग ए लीगल रूल्स एंड रिफॉर्म्स। दैट इज व्हाट दिस आर्टिकल इज डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली टॉकिंग अबाउट। एंड उसके बाद में चैलेंजेस और कुछ भी हैं, जैसे कि ये डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का मैंने जैसे बताया है, और मैरिटल रेप इज सच ए प्राइवेट, वो क्या होता है उसको आप प्रूव नहीं कर सकते हो, तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स विक्टिम्स को जितना ज्यादा सपोर्ट मिलता है, इनोसेंट कैन ऑल्सो गेट इन टू द ट्रैप। सो यू हैव टू बी कॉशियस, ये थोड़ा बात करोगे। लास्ट क्या बात करोगे, IPC 1860 विच हैज बीन, मतलब ये इंडियन पीनल कोड विच हैज बीन which became BNS 2023, ये थोड़ा बात करोगे। और इसका अगेन 2012, 2013, 2018, then finally ये 2023 का क्या बोल रहा है वो देखोगे. And victims, if they are getting into the stage of vegetative state, what are the rules and regulations, what are the support system, वो थोड़ा बात करोगे. Other nations how they are handling these kind of activities वो बात करोगे. And you will definitely talk about the rights, like right to zero FIR, free medical treatment, no two finger test, right to compensation, trial with dignity and protection. And you have to safeguard her rights while you are handling this case at courts or it in police station, and you cannot ask them to come. You have to go to her home, and you have to ask about the incident or take the details at home itself. And as per NCRB 2022 में nearly 31,000 cases reported, and still they are, मतलब उनको final hearings नहीं आए हैं. It's again because of the lapses, and again it's because of the lack of proper rules and regulations. And judiciary में cases ज़्यादा हैं because of different reasons. वो हमने बात की है वो articles when we were talking about legislation is lapses हैं, उसको control करो. ये बता के आप फाइनली बोलोगे कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस इसके बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, जैसे कि मैंने बताए थे. मेंटल हेल्थ, फिजिकल हेल्थ, डिप्रेशन, एंग्जाइटी, लो बर्थ रेट ऑफ चाइल्ड एंड फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड और फीमेल फोर्टिसाइड, और इवन यू टॉक अबाउट दिस मैटरनल मोर्टालिटी रेट, इन्फैक्ट मोर्टालिटी रेट, एंड यू कैन टॉक अबाउट इकोनॉमिक इनइक्वालिटीज एंड जेंडर इक्वालिटी जो है आप बात करते हो वो नहीं सपोर्ट कर पाते हो, SDGs नहीं रीच कर पाते हो. एंड द वुमेन हु इज़ द मेन, मतलब मेन पिलर ऑफ द सोसाइटी, मतलब फैमिली सिस्टम के लिए, फैमिली के लिए, सोसाइटी के लिए, हर चीज के लिए शी इज द वन. And women are now flying high with colors. And when we were discussing about Operation Sindoor, हमने देखा कि how India is projecting itself so strong and bringing her women into forefront, and how they are supporting women. So उस तरह हम जब women को नारी शक्ति बोलते हैं, we treat her like goddess. And if one side we are treating her goddess, and on other side we are committing these kind of heinous crimes, so how can these kind of acts can be tackled so that more women can come into forefront, and they can start focusing on entrepreneurship, skills development. From there they can give life to others, kind of. ये थोड़ा स्टिग्मा जो है, सोसाइटल बिहेवियर जो है, वो चैलेंजेस है, वो उसके बारे में बात करोगे. एज वेल एज वेस्ट बंगाल्स अपराजिता बिल जो है 2024 का, उसको बताओगे, क्योंकि इट इज द वन विच इज गोइंग टू चैलेंज एंड ब्रिंग रूल्स changes in 2012, 13, 18 BNS Acts and POCSO. So अपराजिता बिल क्यों इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं वेस्ट बंगाल में, ममता बनर्जी का मेन मोटो क्या है? एंड वो जो कलकत्ता का डॉक्टर का इंसिडेंट हुआ था, उसके बाद में द ह्यूज प्रोटेस्ट एंड आउटरीच when they asked for justice, and how this Aparajita bill is going to bring new changes, and how it is going to form new task force in West Bengal. So what are the other states pointing, or what are the other states are doing to control these kind of activities, एक बार देखोगे. इसके साथ साथ थोड़ा मतलब background of ये particular article थोड़ा बता दोगे, as well as different kinds of suggestions way forward as you want to give and talk, वो थोड़ा बताओगे. So this is all about this article. I hope it's clear. And again I'm reminding you, we didn't even discussed anything which is hurtful or shameful, or which is not acceptable or unparliamentary. We did it in completely from the exam point of view, and along with the heinous crimes which they are following, there are other forms of domestic violence too which women are facing, how these can be tackled, ये बात किए हैं. And इसके related PYQs ऑफ प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस मैंने ऑलरेडी अपने ऑफिशियल इंस्टाग्राम में और ऑफिशियल टेलीग्राम में पोस्ट किया है. यू प्लीज ट्राई टू आंसर, मतलब एटलीस्ट 250 वर्ड्स में वो आंसर लिख के सबमिट करने की कोशिश करो. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दिस आर्टिकल, एंड इन द कंक्लूजन यू शुड डेफिनेटली टॉक अबाउट और हाईलाइट अबाउट द recent women achievements, and how these kind of activities, or how these kind of rules and laws can bring more people into frame, and how they can provide more security and safety. And India is one such place where you can, मतलब आप थोड़ा पॉजिटिव वर्जन ऑफ वुमेन्स पोजिशन इन इंडिया बताओगे, एज वेल एज NCRB के और NFHS के जो रिपोर्ट्स हैं, और वुमेन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ वुमेन एंड चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट ने जो जो इनिशिएटिव्स लाए हैं वो भी थोड़ा बताओगे. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दिस आर्टिकल. आई होप इट्स रियली हेल्पफुल फॉर राइटिंग ब्यूटीफुल आंसर्स. थैंक यू सो मच. हैव ए फैंटास्टिक डे.